Last year, we made the Hard MTB League and we put a lot of heart and soul into it, and we had this concept and we're like, all right, this should work. Like, this is a space that needs to be developed. But we kind of fell into the reality bucket of it's just a hard time in the industry, and getting budgets and getting funds to do something new and maybe even a little risky was really, really hard.
We're super sad to share that this year we're not going to be able to do our May event or our fall event because we weren't able to secure the funding that we needed to do it.
I saw that and I had just this immediate reaction. This is going to happen, and we're going to help bridge the gap.
4 days later, we had multiple 3-4 hour meetings where we just had such deep conversations about what we want to accomplish in life and how we want to have impact.
My career was dedicated, decades in the renewable energy space, focused on purpose, focused on making a better world for generations to come. And this can do the same thing. And so basically, I just said, we're going to do it. We'll invest 100% for 3 years.
Adam brings this level of legitness and this confidence. He's built and sold and developed companies, and I just so respect that.
I'm Adam Pishl from Boise, Idaho. Love the sport of mountain biking. Grew up here, grew up on the trails. Mountain biking has always been really, really important to me. When I was about 14 years old, we moved from a very small town to Boise, Idaho, and I was looking for a way to get to the trees. And I thought, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna save up all my money and I'm gonna get one of these mountain bikes. It took me a few months, but I got this bike and I started just riding. It was so freeing to get on that bike and just to be able to go. And I watched as those corners came, and finally I'm in the trees. And I would just stop when I'd get to the top of that mountain and just smell the trees and listen to the wind through those trees. So that natural quiet time started to heal and at the same time give me confidence.
Maybe 6 months ago, I was reached out to by a renewable energy company here in Boise, and they said, hey, we would love if you came and talked to our company and kind of shared some of the mental skills that you showcased in your movie, 8,600 Feet.
As I recognized that my time at Gnar was drawing near a close, I thought a lot about the people in the organization and what could I give them? I had this idea. I thought, you know, why don't we bring in like some keynote speakers? So we reached out to Braydon to do this keynote. I invited Braydon over to my house to just kind of talk through some of the conceptual ideas. I think we scheduled 45 minutes and it went 3 hours. And we connected at a very, very high level.
Me and Adam just created this really good friendship, and it was just all centered around helping people, and we wanted to do more of it.
When I met with Braydon the first time, I saw real authentic drive to do good.
We came up with this idea that we could teach a series of classes and just start helping people implement these mental skills.
It was shocking to see. By the third session, I heard, this is life-changing. And I saw people gaining the mental strength and fortitude they needed to get through some really hard things. I'm just amazed. And I think Braydon was just as surprised as I was. Of course, we knew the power of it, but how could it make such an impact so quickly?
Working with Adam at his company, Gnar, it was just really different, where I could sense how much he really cared about his people. I really admired that.
I went home and I talked to my wife, Trina, and I said, look at what impact this is having on our kids. Look at the impact that Braydon's having at work and this coaching and this fearless mind. And look what he's doing over here and how this can help so many people. This is an opportunity with real meaning. These are the kind of things that we want to invest in.
The mission of the Hard MTB League is to create something that's challenging and meaningful to these athletes, and then giving them a variety of resources so that they can ultimately just become the best versions of themselves. And right along with that is, we want to create an event and media all around building mental fortitude for the fans and the spectators to hopefully come out of this feeling like I can accomplish or take on the challenges that are in front of me.
I'm excited to be chairman of the board, part of the executive team, driving this to become not a weekend event, but an event series and a media house that will last for decades.
And this is what we're excited to share, is we're starting this out with $100,000 in prize money for those finalists. And that's just where we're starting. That's where the bar's being put. And then we're set up as a company that year after year, a percentage of our profits are going back into that prize pot. So those athletes know that they're going to continue to be, part of the growth of this company.
With my skill sets, with Braydon's skill sets, and with the rest of the team that we're bringing together, it will be world class. We are going to do things that have never been done before.
My goal is to have real impact. I'm not doing this for me. I'm not racing this. I'm just here trying to use my talents, my resources, everything that I've learned in life to make an impact. And I am so thankful for people trusting me and being part of this and helping it come to fruition.